All right, thanks everyone. We'll get started today with Dylan Larkin. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand or let us know in the chat. We'll start off with Ted Cole.
Recording in progress.
Have you talked to Anthony at all, or is it going to be kind of strange going up against him tomorrow night?
Yeah, it will be strange. I talked to him. He was back here in the summer and training here, and you know what? It will be strange. I expect him to be highly motivated, and when we've seen that out of him, we know it's he can be a dangerous player. So we have to be ready. They're playing well right now, and they can score. So we got to be ready to defend.
Did that one kind of, like, when that happened, was it like, wow, they traded Anthony? I mean, did that one kind of shock you a little bit that day, or?
Yeah, you know what? I can't think of many trades that didn't shock me. There's been a few, but big ones like that, yeah, they're shocking to the guys in the room. And to be honest with you, and I'm sure Anthony knows that, it wasn't going well for many guys last year, and so he's excited about his opportunity there. We're excited to have Jacob, and trades happen. So it was shocking at the moment, but it's part of the game.
The last one, I mean, have you kind of become accustomed to it, like to the fact, like, yeah, it's a business. I mean, it really is a business in this league and all that. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it is. You see it all over, see it every day. So it is, and you have to deal with it. You have to show up. You have to show up and play.
Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah.
Ansar Khan.
Yeah, Dylan, obviously Lucas came here with a lot of fanfare. It's a lot to absorb for a 19-year-old, but just how impressed are you with the way he's just come in and transitioned, and just the way he's taken it all in and adjusted so well so far?
Yeah, obviously we know the player he is, the caliber player is, I guess, what he did to get drafted so high and what he did after the draft, and we got to see him for the first time really live in training camp, and now through 6 games. I say that 6 games. It's early, it is, but what he's done is impressive, and what I like most about him is his attitude. Even from day one, whether he was playing in Grand Rapids or he was playing on our team, it didn't really matter to him. He wanted to play in North America, he wanted to play pro hockey, and I think he really believed in himself and believed that whether it was this year, next year, 10 games, 2 months, whatever it was, he's going to have an impact on this team. And he had a quiet confidence about himself. It was never cocky, and he really believed that, and I think he continues to believe that, and he's very, very humble with the success he has, and I think Tyler and I playing with him, and a lot of guys in our room that have had, like every player in pro sports, I'm sure you have your ups and downs, and it's how you really get through that, and how you keep a level head through the high times, because low times are there as well.
And then after the last game, you said something to the effect that you can't just score, fancy goals off shots, and you have to go to the net and get dirty too. And then that's what he did. I think his second goal. I mean, you got to like that attitude as well.
Yeah, he plays the right way. He doesn't seem like a 19-year-old to me. He's matured beyond his years, and I guess I don't really like doing it, but I feel when I was 19, I made a lot of mistakes, and I was skating 1,000 miles an hour, and had a lot to learn. And Lucas seems that he plays on the right side of the puck. He doesn't cheat much, which is a big value here, and he plays the right way, and he gets rewarded for it.
Thanks, Dylan.
Max Boltman.
Hey Dylan, what do you think's allowed the three of you, Tyler and Lucas, to have the on-ice chemistry you've had as quick as it's happened?
I think we all can think the game. you know, I think having Lucas's right shot there, you know, him being a righty, that's really smart. Can see the ice, can move the puck. Someone for Tyler and I to look at a forehand when we're on our forehand is really nice, and you know, we all look for each other. We all look to make plays. We don't want to get rid of the puck. I think right now we've been playing some good defensive hockey, and it's led to us having the puck, and we've done a good job taking care of it right now.
When a guy like Phil Peronic, who has obviously played a ton for you guys over the last couple of years, sits out a couple, I mean, do you pull him aside? Do you talk to him? Do you say anything to him? Or how do you kind of handle that in the room, I guess?
Yeah, I talk to him. I talk to him a lot on a daily basis. You know, he's a well-respected guy in our locker room. The guys love him, and you know what, we want to be there for him, and you know, he'll show up for us. We know that, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Just for you personally, your start to the year, I mean, how good has it been to get out to the start that you've gotten out to?
Yeah, it feels good. You know, I think there's always a part of me that wants more for our team. We've let some points get away here that you know, we feel we could have had and that are going to be important down the road. But you know, it does feel good, especially how tough it's been the past couple of years, and you know, the grind of you know, not you know, when you're stuck in the hole and things are tough, really tough. It's hard to look at hope and see it and feel it, and you know, it certainly has felt like there's hope for this team and the young players coming in, and it's a great feeling.
Thank you.
Jennifer Hammond.
Piggybacking kind of on what Max just asked you, Dylan, what have you seen from this team, or what is it that impresses you the most about what you guys have done through the first 6 games? What do you like about the way you're playing?
I like that. You know, it really hasn't been perfect yet. We've played some good hockey. I think when we've won, you know, it feels like it can be repeatable. You know, in the past couple of years when we've won, it was a grind. It was hard. It was a war. You know, sometimes we lost guys. You know, two players every time we won a game, and when you start getting injuries, it's tough. And you know, it really feels like, you know, we can keep winning, and when you have that confidence, that's huge in this league, because you know, you look at the game in Montreal where we didn't have it, and we didn't have it against Calgary, and we snapped right out of it, and that is a huge response as a young team. Both games on the road, tough back-to-back with travel. That was a big response for our team. I really liked our attitude going into that game. There was a nice calm presence about us that we were going to show up, and you know, it felt great.
How much can that type of attitude help you guys now with 3 games in the next 4 nights, 2 on the road?
Yeah, it's we got a tough schedule coming up here with good teams. We're playing against good teams here, so it's a great test. We're on the road. We got to find a way to get into rhythm, and you know, it started last night, or the last game in Chicago, and we have to keep that up. We have to keep rolling. We've been rolling 4 lines and 3 deep pairs, and both goalies have been playing well at times, and we need to keep that up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Be back
Thank you,
shortly
guys.
with Coach Splash.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, Dylan.